Well, if it isn't the one who lost everything and ended up living on the streets. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well.
What? Who is this?
Don't tell me that you have forgotten who I am. Have you had so little to eat that your brain doesn't even work anymore?
Seriously, I have no idea who this is. Who are you?
What if I tell you that I am the beautiful woman who stole your husband from you about 7 years ago? Does that ring a bell at all?
Wait, is this Simone?
That's right, Ella. This is Simone. See, you do remember me.
Right, I do. It has been a while.
Is that it?
Yeah? What else would I say?
You really have nothing more to say to me?
Not really. What did you expect from me?
I don't know. Some angry comments about how I ruined your life or something. Nothing like that at all?
Oh, that's what you were expecting? Well, no. I have nothing like that to say to you.
Come on, there's no need to hide it. We go way back after all.
But it's not like we're friends or anything, so I don't think there is anything I need to tell you or say to you.
You don't need to put on such a strong front for me, you know? It's okay to let your anger out sometimes.
You can say whatever you want, but there is nothing that I want to say to you.
7 years ago, you lost your husband and your job because of me and ended up homeless on the streets. There must be something that you want to say to me. There's no way that there isn't.
Well, I guess the weather today is quite nice, isn't it?
That's not what I'm talking about, and you know it. Have you lost your mind?
No, but what you're talking about happened a long time in the past. Why do I need to hold a grudge for that long? I have gotten over it, and it's just something that happened before to me now.
Oh, I don't believe that at all. By the way, I even saw you lining up for food given out by some volunteers.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, I definitely did do that. Those people really helped me through a hard time. I'm eternally grateful to them for taking the time to try and help the less fortunate.
Even just remembering how pathetic you looked in that line is enough to make me laugh.
Look, what do you want from me? I'm busy, you know, and I don't have time for this kind of thing.
Oh, is it time for you to go and line up for some food now?
No, that's not it. But just hurry up and tell me what you want from me.
Thanks to my husband, who I stole away from you before, I'm about to live in a high-rise condo.
Oh, is that so? Well, good for you. I guess we can end the conversation here then.
Wait a second! I'm not done with you yet! While you were out sleeping in the cold and drinking water from puddles, James really got ahead in his career. He is now the kind of man that can just buy luxury property at a whim when he wants to. You really let the wrong person get away from you.
It sounds like he must have really worked hard to get to where he is.
I was the one who pushed him to be the man he is today.
That must have been a lot of work for you as well then. Congratulations on your life going so well together.
That can't be all you have to say. What about, he was my husband, or give him back to me? Nothing like that at all?
No, not at all. I don't think that in the slightest.
God, you're such a boring woman. You have no passion or emotion. It's no wonder you can't keep a man to save your life.
I guess that might not be that far from the truth. To some point, at least.
I bet that you're still living in the park and looking for half-eaten food in the trash that people have thrown away. I'll be sure to look out for you from my window some days. I can see almost everything from where I am.
Oh, really? And where is it that you are living then? Where is the apartment that James bought?
You finally took the bait then, huh? I knew that you would want to know more about it. About 3 years ago, not far from the Central Park, a 40-floor high-rise got built, right?
Yeah, I know the one you were talking about.
Well, I live there on the 30th floor now. How's that? I would have liked the top floor, of course, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, good for you. Congratulations on the purchase. By the way, how did you even get my phone number in the first place? This isn't the phone that I had when I knew you and James all those years ago.
A few days ago, there must have been a homeless woman who you don't know come up to you and ask for your number. Right?
Yeah, that did happen. She said that I helped her out sometime before and wanted to thank me and then asked my phone number. I don't remember anything about what she could have meant, though.
Of course not, because it never happened. I just paid her $10 to go and ask you for it and give it to me.
You did all of that just so that you could tell me that you bought an apartment on the 30th floor? Was that really necessary?
I wanted to bring you to despair in whatever way I could. I wanted you to know that I was living the kind of life that you could only hope to dream of. The kind of life that you will never ever get to experience yourself.
Okay, well, you've told me all you wanted to tell me then.
That's right. And I'm pretty satisfied with it too. Well, I'm busy with the move, so let's end it there.
As if I could ever forget who she was or what she had done to me. 7 years ago, I was married to James and we started a business together when that woman came along and ruined everything for me. She started an affair with James and in the end, he divorced me and remarried her. I lost all the right to the business because I never expected this to happen and hadn't taken the proper legal precautions and ended up at rock bottom. I don't know why she has always had it out for me, but that's what it has been like. And it seems that even now, 7 years later, Simone still wants to bring me down as much as she can. My name is Ella, and I am 42 years old. Exactly as Simone said. I lost everything and ended up living on the streets for some time. My parents had already passed away and weren't around to help. And even the people who I thought were my close friends refused to help and distanced themselves from me once I lost everything in my life. I managed to survive outside by drinking water from public fountains in the park and relying on food handouts from volunteers when they were available. It was incredibly hard, especially during the winter. Outside was so cold that you thought that you would freeze then and there, and all I could think about was how to escape from this miserable life. That was the only thought that kept me going, and eventually I managed to escape the streets and get my life back in order. Now I run a diner with some people who had also been homeless at the same time as I was. We try to keep the cost of food as low as possible so that anyone can afford to eat here. But also, if someone comes in and requests a free meal, we will also oblige them. All of us working here know the pain of hunger and not knowing when your next meal will come, so we do as much as we can to reduce that anxiety for people at least a little bit. There are 3 of us running the place. Gary, who used to be a chef, Nick, who used to be in the hotel business, and then, of course, me. We also employ other former homeless people as front of house staff as well. The diner is pretty successful, and we have a lot of customers and Uber Eats orders every day. I didn't want Simone to find out about the diner at all, so that's why I took that attitude with her, hoping that she would leave me alone. But in the end, it didn't help, and she somehow found out where I worked. Unfortunately, the one thing that I didn't want to happen ended up happening.
God, this place really is filthy. Do you even clean here at all? It looks like I might get sick just from breathing the air in here.
What are you even doing here? Why did you bother coming? You don't order and just keep harassing the staff members and complaining. You're causing trouble for us and the other customers. If you stay here any longer, then I will call the police and have them remove you.
Oh, come now, don't be like that. I just came by to check it out, that's all. But I guess that this is all a former homeless person could manage to achieve, huh? A dirty diner in some alley that no one cares about. I guess this is the limit to what people like you can do.
Just leave and don't come back then. If you don't like it, no one is forcing you to be here.
Oh, you don't need to ask me to not come. You really think that I want to be here any longer than I have to? But even having said that, I don't like to see you trying to claw your way back up from the bottom. That's where you deserve to be, and you need to stay there where you belong.
Haven't you done enough to me already? You stole James and my business away from me, and now you're living in a fancy apartment with him. Aren't you satisfied with that? What else do you want from me?
I want to completely crush you so that you don't get back up again. I want you to disappear from this world completely.
I haven't done anything to you, and I'm not getting in your way either. Just leave me alone already.
James was talking in his sleep the other day.
And so what? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? What does that have to do with anything that we're talking about now?
It has everything to do with this. You know what he said? He called out Ella in his sleep.
Don't tell me. You aren't really trying to punish me for something like that, are you?
How am I supposed to forgive you for that? He's out here calling out the name of a woman from 7 years ago in his sleep.
How do you even know that he is talking about me? How many Ellas do you think there are in this world? In this city?
Of course it's going to be you. There's no one else that would make sense to be.
Well, he cheated on me, so maybe he is cheating on you with someone else called Ella?
Shut up! Don't you dare say that to me. I won't rest until you're back at rock bottom covered in mud with no hope of ever coming back up. That way there's no chance that James will ever look your way again. Now you're working and climbing your way back in the world. He might see you and be a little moved by your effort and start thinking things he shouldn't.
Whatever that means, you don't need to worry about it. I would never have anything to do with him again myself.
Like I care about what you say or think. I'm going to see to it that this dump gets closed down for good.
Don't go out of your way to mess with me. There's no reason for you to do that.
I want to see you back sleeping in the park like you used to. Only then will I be satisfied.
And what about all the other people who I am working with who will lose their jobs if this place shuts down? They didn't do anything to you. Why would you want to hurt them?
Well, it's your fault for getting them involved with you in this diner. Now they will have to deal with the consequences, the same as you.
We have tried so hard to turn our lives around, and we finally achieved it. Some of the people working here are only one missed payment away from being back out on the streets. You can't do this to them. Just stay out of our lives.
Come to think of it, I did just see some cockroaches scuttling past in the shop.
Don't make things like that up, please. I know that there weren't any.
This place is filthy and unhygienic. It would be wrong of me to not let other people know as well. They might get sick if they eat here. But luckily, these days with social media, it's easy to get the word out quickly.
Don't do that! Just stop this already, please!
You also deliver with Uber, right? Maybe I will try to order it sometime later. Of course, I will just throw it away without eating a single bite.
Just stay in your fancy apartment and drink some expensive wine with James or something. Why waste your time on something stupid like this?
Oh, I have so much free time since I barely have to do anything around the house. And of course I don't work. I finally found a good way to kill some time, so it looks like I can get rid of my boredom for a little while at least.
If you want to keep the happy life that you have right now, I think that you should just grow up and forget about all of this.
Oh, what is this? I'm being threatened by a formerly homeless person. I don't believe it. But you're so not threatening that I want to laugh. This is embarrassing to even hear.
I'm warning you now, okay?
Oh, I see what you mean. You're going to try and break into my apartment with your other homeless friends. Sure, that would be quite a pain, but I will just call the police and then it's over for all of you. That doesn't work as a threat. I have nothing to lose, but you will lose everything.
Don't say that I didn't warn you. You better understand that.
You're the one who needs to understand that you will learn to regret this. You should just up and leave the city, or even better, leave this country. But until you do that, I will do everything I can to make sure that you are never happy. Infested with cockroaches and also overcharging customers? You really do run a terrible business, don't you?
So it was you who started spreading that around on the internet. It's been 7 years since I have felt this angry at someone.
What? I have no idea what you might be talking about.
Don't feign ignorance. I know that you are the one posting those fake reviews on different websites. There's no one else that it would be. And the huge order a few days ago? That was your doing as well, wasn't it?
Really? Of all these false accusations, I'm insulted.
You had someone order $500 worth of food over the phone, and when we tried to deliver it, the person said that they knew nothing about it. Not only did we not get paid for the order, but all that food went to waste as well.
I told you to stop accusing me for something I had nothing to do with.
I know it was you. The fruit prepared here is made by homeless people, and the entire store is filthy. Those are the kinds of reviews someone has been leaving, and it is almost the same thing that you said to me last week.
I'm telling you that it isn't me.
You can pretend all you like, but I know that it is you who is doing this. I've got in touch with a lawyer just in case there is any legal recourse I can take against you. You are ruining the reputation of my business.
Do what you want, but there's no way that you can prove it was me.
I wonder about that. We were able to trace down the phone number of the person who ordered the huge order to a random address.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the call was made by someone named Tom Kelly. Ring a bell at all?
No, I have never heard of anyone like that.
Really? Because he admitted that he was asked by you to do it and you paid him for it.
And who do you think people would believe? Me or some unemployed college student like him? I think it's pretty clear who.
Well, they would believe you. If there wasn't any evidence, that is.
What? What do you mean by that?
Are you really that stupid? You asked him to do it over texts. Do you think that he went back and deleted them or something? You gave him $50 to make the call and then another $50 when it was done. He has screenshots just in case you didn't pay him. Really, you're like a child pulling a stupid prank but too scared to even do it yourself.
That stupid kid. It's so obvious that he should have cleared those texts.
It might take longer for the damage that you're doing online to our reputation, but I'm sure we will be able to prove that those were all fake accounts and fake reviews and have them taken down as well.
Whatever. Do what you want. I don't care at all. Even if you try to get back at me somehow, James will be able to help me out with anything. Remember, he has enough money to even buy that kind of apartment. You shouldn't underestimate the power of money.
Is that apartment the only thing that you have to be proud of?
Someone like you wouldn't understand what it means. What it's like to live in a place like that.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble like this, but that apartment that you're living in is essentially mine. I hope you keep paying all the common charges on it each month.
What are you talking about?
The apartment that you are living in is mine.
Keep your nonsense to yourself. You can keep dreaming about that in your sleep.
I got married 4 years ago and my husband is a property investor. I'm sure if I told you the name of the company, then it would sound familiar to you.
What? That's impossible! How could a homeless person like you ever marry someone like that?
I was homeless for 6 months before I managed to get a job and a place somehow. But after that experience, I still wanted to do what I could to help those who had to live on the streets, so I started volunteering for the same groups who would help me before.
And so what? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, my now husband was also there volunteering with me. It didn't take us too long to get to be on good terms, and then after dating for 2 years, we got married.
You married someone who has even more money than James? I won't let you get away with this. And even if what you say is true, James bought the apartment, so it's his and not yours.
Maybe the apartment itself, but not the building. When we got married, my husband said to me that he didn't think that I would be the type who wanted an engagement ring, and instead of that, he gave me that entire high-rise as a present.
What? That's impossible! That sort of thing doesn't happen.
Maybe not normally, but it happened to me. This business that I started now has only been around for about a year, and it was some way to give other homeless people a chance to get back on their feet. And of course, I still support the volunteer and charity groups to this day who are out there handing out food and other supplies to those who need it.
So you're just a hypocrite. You own an entire apartment building, but you're supporting the homeless with their basic needs like you understand or care about them.
You can say what you want, but it means nothing because you don't know anything about being poor or homeless. I'm doing what I feel is right with people I care about. I have never been happier before.
What? And so do you live in that building as well?
No, I don't.
Oh, thank God. I couldn't deal with that otherwise.
But that doesn't change the fact that you're living in the building that belongs to me.
I finally thought that I had beat you in every way.
I have always been happier than you are, now and in the past. I'm not obsessed with money like you, and I live my life according to actual principles.
Well, good for you. God, I shouldn't have contacted you in the first place. Goodbye.
Hold it.
What do you want?
You tried to mess with my business. I don't think you can just end things like nothing happened.
All I did was play a little prank. Don't get so caught up in the little things.
But the reputation of my store still suffered.
And what do you want me to do about it then?
First of all, you can go and delete all of those fake reviews. Or if the site won't let you, then you need to comment on them that they are all fake.
Fine! Fine, I'll do that, and then will you leave me alone?
Well, we'll see what comes of that later on. But let me warn you about one more thing.
And what's that?
You need to pay a little more attention to James.
And exactly what is that supposed to mean?
He was so annoying when he came to me and begged me to get back together with him. Can you tell him to make sure that he never does anything like that again?
What? He came to you?
Yeah, and all he did was complain. He said that you were so obsessed with money and buying things that it didn't matter how hard or how much he worked. You still ended up spending almost everything. And you're aging badly to the point where he isn't attracted to you at all and has not a single bit of affection left for you anymore.
He said all of that?
You wouldn't believe how pathetic he was.
I can't believe he would say that about me.
Well, you better believe it. I don't know how he found me in the first place, but of course I turned him down and told him to not come back. But then he found my husband and tried to beg him to lend him some money.
What? Why would he need to borrow money from anyone?
It sounds like his business isn't doing too well.
No way. This can't be happening.
He was almost in tears when he told me. You might even have to sell the apartment that you bought, too.
No! That's the only thing that I won't accept.
Well, it's not really up to you. If his company fails, he will probably have to liquidate his assets to pay any debts or outstanding money that he owes.
But if we lose that apartment, then I won't have anything left. I can't lose it. You need to help me somehow.
I'm very busy and I don't have time to listen to your complaining.
But you're the owner of the building. Surely you can do something about this.
That doesn't mean that I control the banks that would come to repossess his assets. And besides, you took everything from me. Do you really think that I would help you now?
Please do something for me.
No, I don't think I will. Goodbye, Simone. You didn't manage to make me hit rock bottom again, but you might soon find out how it feels yourself. About 2 months after that conversation, James's business had to file for bankruptcy and he defaulted on all of his debts. To cover part of it, the apartment that he owned was repossessed by the bank and sold off to someone else. His and Simone's marriage didn't last much longer, of course. He no longer had the money that she wanted, and he was sick of her in his own way, too. They got divorced and went their separate ways for the first time in 7 years. To be honest, I'm a little surprised they even lasted that long. At the very least, Simone followed through on deleting the fake reviews like she said, and I haven't heard from her since. Business is booming, and I am lucky to be with my fantastic husband and work with people who I like and care about. With enough effort, people can come back from almost any setback, but it's important to not forget those who are still struggling when one makes it. Even now that Simone has lost a lot in her life, I still hope that she can somehow find it within her to bounce back. But I won't be holding my breath. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you next time!